Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and now in this video I'm going to share with you about tax filing in 2020 for international students. Yes, I know tax return filing is always a frustrating process, so in this video, after watching this, you can save a lot of time. I am an international student like you, so I'm not a financial advisor, not an accounting or tax expert as well. So these video series are based on my knowledge and research. If you have any questions or anything else, you can comment below. We can discuss that later. And now we can start. This video includes two parts. First one, I will give you more about some general guidelines, and we are going to go through this part very quickly. Don't worry. Secondly, in the part 2, we got to know about how to fill out tax return, especially Form 1040 and R. Some important things you need to know about general information is who need to file, which form to use, and what changes this year. And lastly, I'm going to give you some notes for taxpayer this year. Very clearly, people holding visa F, J, and Q and have income which is subject to tax, we have to file tax return. Determining your residency status for tax purposes is first step. This is always a key part of figuring out which form you need to file and how much tax you will pay, the rate applied to your income. One of the more common mistakes non-residents make is filing their taxes as a resident. If a non-resident files as a resident, they can claim benefits and receive refunds that they are not qualified to. For example, is children and dependent credit. There are three types of residency for tax purpose: resident for tax purpose, non-resident, and dual resident. The last one is very complicated, and I'm gonna research about this type next year, because next year I'm in this case. There are tests called substantial present test day to determine your residency status for a tax purpose on IRS website. Check it out on my description below. The two biggest changes is that we now no more using Form 1040 and REZ, even though you get married or not. Instead of that, all of us will use the Form 1040 NR. The second thing is related to what I mentioned above. It is the filing status from marriage change to marriage filing separately. We cannot file jointly like before. And if your spouse has income, you too have to file separately too. Overall, we cannot e-filing. Even though you use some software like Spring Tax, you have to print it out and send it by mail to IRS. Pay attention, please. We cannot use TurboTax. TurboTax is only used for residents. And we cannot file filing jointly. Lastly, where to send your tax return document is another importance. Whether you are resident or non-resident, you own tax or not, or you send your tax file with payment or not, you have to be careful with this information because some different address to receive your tax file. And now this is the main content of this video. It is how to file tax return 2020, and here's our case study for today. Mark, who is holding a visa F1, stay in North Dakota State in the US the whole year 2020. He has one form of W-2 and one form of 1099-B from his broker. From that information, we know he needs to file tax return for this year because he has income and his visa F. The form needs to be filled is 1040 NR. Yeah, that's right. Other form like Schedule A, D, 1099-B, or 8949 need to be attached to this file. The other column is for state tax. It is more simpler, but about Form 8843, all have to file this form even though you don't have income. Each form for each person in your family, and you have to send it in separately envelopes. For our case, two parts need to care about it, part 1 and part 3, because he is student, right? General information, fill out all sections of this part, especially the line 4.8 is basic to determining your residency status. Check it out carefully. In part 3, line 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 is easy, right? Now the hardest part is here, Form 1040 NR. First, complete general information, name, SSNs, he has spouse but he cannot claim as a dependent credit because he comes from Vietnam. But who from South Korea, Mexico, Canada or Indian can claim this by tax treaty. Here is an example of Form W2, and we will use this information from the red cell 1, 2, 16, and 17. Here is my instruction to fill this calculation table, and we use the information from his W2 to fill out this part, 1099B for security transactions. And if you don't have any security transactions, let it blank. I will let you know more about that form in next video. Line 10D, itemized deduction. We're gonna stop a bit in this section. They said that we should fill out form Schedule A, so let's see what is in Schedule A. Alright, Mark have to submit state tax, so it is a deduction from his taxable income. Or now we can have a look at the number $10,000. It is standard deduction for resident. Or if you are an Indian student, you can claim this as standard deduction. Alright, back to Form 1040 NR. Our taxable income in line 15 is about 15,000. So we will look up the range of that income in tax table 2020. So we have tax in line 16. Fill out the rest of the form based on my instruction here. And if you do not keep up with my speech, you can download this file in description below. Finally, in line 34, he is eligible for tax refund. He don't need to submit more money for tax this year. Oh yay, congratulations. In other case, if you owe tax, you need to pay more to IRS by the way instruction on IRS documents. Okay, thank you for listening, and if you feel this video is useful, hit like and subscribe button to support me please. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask in comment box. We can discuss about that topic later. Bye bye, see you, have a good day.